35 years ago, anyone that wanted to find out more about what Judaism means, you needed to speak to somebody. Most people that were searching did not belong to synagogues, didn't have any rabbis to go to.
The story of the Jewish Heritage Center is a story of a miracle. Our entire inception was nothing less than a nace.
Every time I wanted to do something, some davar shebekadusha, and I brought it to Eddie and told Eddie about it, he was always there to back me and support me. The Jewish Heritage Center was one of our premier efforts. We started it, we paid the bills for 2 years. There were 4 of us. There was myself, there was Yitzchak Ben Zev, there was Jerry Williams and Yisrael Bloom. And Rabbi Turk and Rabbi Portnoy ran it without any interruption, without any thought of money for 2 years. If it wasn't for Eddie, this never would have happened.
My father felt strongly that everyone deserved access to Torah knowledge and a connection to their roots. While he supported many institutions, the Jewish Heritage Center was definitely one of his favorites. Rabbi Turk and Rabbi Portnoy were his guys, and he built a friendship and a partnership that spanned many years.
Eddie Chernoff was someone who yearned to bring every Jew home. He himself was passionate about Torah.
And it was his passion, he wanted to make sure that he did whatever he could, together with the rest of the Balabatim, to make sure that the opportunity was afforded to those that were looking for something in Yiddishkeit.
The Chernoffs were with us through thick and thin. They were always at our side. They were always ready to do what we needed done.
My mother was a partner to my father in every area, and she very much supported his investment and devotion, especially in Kiruv areas. And my mother holds a special place in her heart for Rabbi Portnoy and Rabbi Turk.
The Jewish Heritage Center brought a message of authentic Torah, with warmth, with love, with respect. And the response was incredible.
It's what propels us now. It's that belief that has us continuing now in Long Island with our Jewish Family Initiative, where we are connected with over 400 families, showing them true, authentic Yiddishkeit through holiday Yom Tov events, where we have a few hundred families attending, Shabbos programming.
And the Jewish Heritage Center here in East Meadow, in Long Island, is bringing that genuine Torah that we know exists, that love for Yiddishkeit, that connection to Hashem, and translating it to the Jews that don't have access to the beauty that we are experiencing. We're seeing hundreds of families of all different makeups, all different ages, and all different affiliations connecting to the many different aspects of the Jewish Family Initiative.
This belief that no matter how far someone may seem to have strayed, they're always yearning to connect with the Yiddishkeit, is the backbone of our Brooklyn Youth Division.
Hundreds of boys and girls who were turned off and really disenfranchised by Yiddishkeit, by its relevancy to them, are now connecting to genuine individuals and the organization to find their place in Yiddishkeit.
The main ingredient that has an impact is caring for these people, showing them that you care for them as an individual and as a person, and no strings attached. And obviously, when you expose them to true, authentic Yiddishkeit and to true, authentic Torah, that impact is only taken further.
And we're so fortunate to have with us our director of the girls programming, Rachel Hakimi, who not only knows how to deal with the complex challenges that many of these young individuals face, but she cares deeply for each and every individual that walks into our doors at 1225 Girls Programming.
3 years ago, we started the Children's Learning Center, a Jewish outreach preschool under the great leadership of Mor Toby Portnoy, to our Sephardic division led by Rabbi Moshe Besogi in Great Neck, and to the women's programming with trips to Israel. The learning and the connection that Jewish families are building with their Judaism is astounding.
The center in the last 35 years has reached well over 20,000 individuals. More than 8,000 that we can identify made significant strides of growth in their Judaism. 2,000 separate individuals committed themselves to lives of Torah and mitzvahs.
We're seeing families sending their children to yeshiva for the first time this year. We're seeing families making tremendous strides in their growth in Yiddishkeit, in keeping Shabbos, in learning and putting on tefillin. The book is not yet written. There's so much to do, and we're seeing so much growth and accomplishment, whether it's the secular families on Long Island or the boys and girls on the streets of Brooklyn who are turning back to Torah, who are turning back to stable lives and healthy families.
There are people today who see the droves of Jews that are running from Torah and from anything Torah-dic, who throw up their hands and say, what can be done? At the center, we believe that as daunting as the challenge is, it needs to energize us, not overwhelm us. And for every Jew that we bring back, you bring back generations. If the center saw 2,000 people over the years become Torah observant, these 2,000 people represent, with their children, 10,000? With their grandchildren, 50,000?
And Rabbi Yitzchak, when you stand in front of the Ribbono Shel Olam's chair, and Ribbono Shel Olam will ask you, what did you do for Klal Yisrael? You'll be able to answer with a straight face. Be able to Ribbono Shel Olam, look how many hundreds of Jewish nefashos were brought back to Klal Yisrael by the Jewish heritage and by Rabbi Turk and Rabbi Portnoy, and because of our efforts, and we were instrumental in accomplishing this feat.
Schusim of everything that we've done, actually, of course, is theirs as well.
I really want to thank each and every person, each and every one of you that came tonight. Your presence at the dinner, your support of this dinner gives our staff the means to continue and the encouragement to continue. None of us can do it alone. Together, there's so much we could do.